Hello, everybody. Excuse me. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm a bit tired, to be honest. I apologize for not doing a video yesterday. Um, I was extremely busy all day. And then on top of it, we had the storm system go through overnight the night before. Well, after everything that had happened, with the neighbor situation and so forth. Well, oh gosh, I don't even think that's even in the video the other day. No, it's not. Kind of catch you all up to speed on what happened with that. I did do my yoga that morning, helped stretch things back out, and everything. And I had to order groceries anyway, and I got some bananas. The potassium helps a lot with that as well. Magnesium does too, but unfortunately I've been out of cacao powder, which is a very rich source, probably the richest source of magnesium in any foods. But unfortunately, I haven't been able to buy any, primarily because I haven't wanted to with the move. I mean, we're talking basically $15 a bag now at Walmart. Even it used to be $8, then they bumped it up to 9, then 10. Now it's I think it's about $15 a bag now. So I don't want to be spending that with the move coming up. I'd much rather wait. But anyway, so basically what happened with that, I did do my yoga, and I went to go sit outside, excuse me, went to sit outside for my 20 minutes to get my vitamin Ds. I was reading that with COVID sufferers and long COVID sufferers that, a big issue is people not getting proper sunshine. So I like to go and sit outside for about 20 minutes. And I was sitting out there, and my neighbor, she asked me, just kind of keep an eye on the kids for a minute while she goes down and gets grandma to watch the kids. I'm like, sure, no problem. She needed to see about going and getting everybody something to eat. So anyway, unfortunately, grandma in the process, she needed to take her medicine and everything. And lo and behold, just after, this is the best friend, basically, just after she left, Child Protective Services shows up because of everything that happened the night before. And I was just like, oh, crud. I'm like, somebody please get down here. Sure enough, they, pound on the door. Of course, a 5-year-old, they're going to be brutally honest with everything and so forth. And it's like, oh, crud. And I ran up there, and I'm just like, no, they're not alone. Let me just go down here and get grandma a minute. So she shows up, and then unfortunately, management also shows up during that time because they, of course, got the report from the police department about what happened the night before. And then the police show up. All this within an hour. I mean, it was a huge mess. Oh my gosh. But ultimately, at one point, CPS was going to take the kids, even after, well, that was the problem too, with the mom, who's at work. With her not having a phone, it was difficult for anybody to get a hold of her, but fortunately able to. But CPS was going to take the kids, at least the one set of kids, because she didn't have any place to go. But fortunately, they were able to get shelters for both of them, at least for one night. No idea what happened after that. I know that the girlfriend, who was basically the one on the quote-unquote lease, She showed back up yesterday to get the rest of her stuff. But yeah, it's the way it was sounding. It looked like a friendship got destroyed in the process. So yeah, it was a huge mess with what wound up happening. So anyway, so yeah, that night I got everything put up on Facebook Marketplace as far as all my listings are concerned, at least starter listings. And chats basically started coming in right afterwards. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was so funny because little Miss Possum, my cat, it was just like, "Mommy, I want to go outside a minute." And it was just like, "Okay, go ahead." I let her go out. She doesn't go far. She's too skittish. But it was funny. I opened out the door, and it was just like, "What is that noise?" And I'm looking, and sure enough, precipitation. And I look closer, and it's definitely a combination of snowing and freezing rain. It was just like, okay, interesting. So yeah, all day yesterday. Yeah, and of course, I had people coming by starting at about 8 o'clock yesterday morning, and I only had about maybe a couple hours worth of sleep. I did get sleep that night before I started doing the postings. Oh, excuse me. But after addressing all the inquiries and so forth, and knew I had my first appointment about 8 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I only had about maybe a couple hours worth of sleep, and then it was just like boom, 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 with of course, a lot of inquiries and people stopping by. There was one item in particular, basically the sewing machine, that I had it priced dirt cheap. I could have gotten more for it, but I was offered $15 by a couple pawn shops a few months ago, so I was just like, let's just do that and be done with it. So anyway, yeah, it was basically a race between all these ladies to who could get it first, and that's how I've been working things. Cash only, no Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, nothing. It's like I don't want that responsibility, basically, of people paying for something. Oh, I'll pick it up such and such, and then they never show up. And then here I am. I mean, basically, I'm leaving Tuesday, and then I still have people's items. And what do I do with them? And I don't want to, burden my neighbor. I've become friends with grandma, basically. And it's like, no, that's not right. People need to be responsible and get over here and pick it up. That's why I'm like, no, cash only. So I just don't want that to happen. So, and, of course, I had people saying, oh, yesterday, oh, I'm going to be by such and such, to look at or to get something. And of course, they never show up. Then, of course, throughout everything, of course, the weather was it's cold, raining, and so forth. I mean, yeah, we did get into the low 40s yesterday, but it felt like it was in the 30s. Looking at the weather app, but in the process, because of it and everything, and it's been 260 days since we have had any 260 days plus, basically, since we had any measurable rainfall here, it was wreaking a lot of havoc on the electrical grid. So there was power outages throughout the valley, including us. And I live on the first floor, so of course I'm right on the concrete. And yeah, it got chilly in here real fast. And I was all bundled up in my flannel bathrobe, trying to do my best to keep warm. And I had people coming by, but I was letting them know ahead of time, hey, look, we're without power right now, so may not be able to see very well. But people were pretty, and once they got over here, they could see, traffic lights were out and so forth too. I have no idea how far extended out, so I was having to rely on other people to tell me, how far out it was and everything. Because of course I don't have a car right now either, too. So yeah, it was pretty crazy yesterday, and I had one person who was definitely coming by to get my tripod. And they did, and it was pouring down rain. And then I had somebody else who said that they were possibly going to be coming by late last night. There's this lap desk, basically it's a laptop desk, and unfortunately they didn't show up. That thing has had a lot of interest, but I haven't had any takers. It's like, okay, people, whoever comes and gets this thing first gets it, okay? So, come and get it. It's been driving me nuts. That and the sewing machine, both. But I've been throwing more stuff up there on Facebook Marketplace. I did do a blanket listing at first, apartment sale, everything must go, blah, 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 blah. But I've been also throwing individual listings up there to draw more interest and everything. So that's been helping, just a little, marketing tactic in case anybody else might want to see about doing the same thing. So that has definitely helped things. But basically anything that doesn't sell by Monday night, has to go. It's gonna wind up in the dumpster, or Tuesday morning, it's gonna wind up in the hands of whoever around here that I can grab and say, hey, take this, basically. So it's like, the way I look at it is, I figure, with Grandma, she has her daughter and goddaughter. They know, they're kind of tech savvy, so the way I look at it is, they could maybe turn around and sell it, because I know Grandma is looking to, or Grandma and her husband anyway, are both looking to be leaving out of here, and who knows, maybe it could help them get some extra money and, help them out with their situations. So that's the way I'm kind of looking at it. But yeah, mostly I'm interested in, the penny stuff, or what I'm going to call the penny stuff anyway. Yeah, that all adds up as well. But I'm really trying to unload the high dollar stuff. Got my fingers crossed with getting those items sold. 'Cause I am going to need the money big time when I get over there. At least be able to get myself back out on the road, so I could start making some money again through car rental. I did see that there is a car rental place. I need to check them out a little bit more. It's a private, where I could, instead of going through like Hertz or what have you, where it's going to be more costly, they're advertising on their website, no deposits. So I'll have to see about checking that out. And I still haven't heard back from the doctor's office as far as the letter is concerned. So I'm going to need to get a hold of them. And there's some other things I remembered that I need to take care of as well. So yeah, I'm just, I'm a bit tired. I'm even talking. I'm wanting to fall asleep. but I need to get a shower today. And we are expecting some more rain today, but it doesn't look like it's going to be as bad. It's only like a 30-50% chance. Somewhere, basically they were saying southeast Nevada, northwest Arizona is what I saw from the National Weather Service on their Twitter feed this morning. But I have seen quite a few storm clouds blow through, so we'll see how that all works out. So anyway, yeah, and what's really weird with the weather, I really didn't have much in the way of difficulties with breathing, so that's a positive sign. So maybe moving to this sort of climate that I've been experiencing for the last 24 hours might actually help. Even though they say, oh, with the breathing difficulties, move to the southwest or move to the desert, it might be the opposite thing for me. Maybe getting back in more, a little bit of a humid climate. I'm not talking about swamps where you have 100% humidity. I'm not entirely too sure about that, but something where there's a little bit more of more moisture in the air, a little bit more temperate climate. Maybe that would help. I'm not too sure. So, anywho, Possum's cat tree sold yesterday. There was a lot of interest in that, and she's definitely been missing it. I was very worried about that. She really relies on that thing to jump up on it, be able to look out the window, and she's been a little bit anxious. So, and she's going to get even more anxious with the airplane ride here soon. I know, a little bit worried. I've been trying to get over to the grocery store. My prescriptions for my sensors is ready, and I also want to pick up some baby Benadryl and give that to her. Her allergies have been flaring up anyway, but I want to test around on it ahead of time to see how she reacts to it, or if maybe I might need to do some baby Tylenol instead to help try and calm her down, knock her out a little bit on Tuesday. So, but of course I wasn't going anywhere in that weather, and then power outage, and then busy all day, and so forth. And some of those were high dollar items that I was selling. So yeah, I wanted to make sure I was here for that. But yeah, like I said, I've got a lot of odds and ends, cheap penny ante sort of stuff. Some furniture, with pretty much with the things, with a lot of the things, it's like I'm taking whatever's offered, but some things I'm being hard on. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're getting it for a steal already. So, like the lap desk, it's like I'm offering it for $10. I have people who are trying to basically get it for free, and it's like, no. There's been too much interest. I know I can get the price that I want for it. Just the weather hasn't been the greatest. So, but yeah, I have had people try and offer dirt low minutes pricing, and it's like, no. I've been taking hard firms on, or hard stand on some things. So, So anyway, hopefully I can get a shower this morning. But sorry for looking so gross or whatever. Trying to hide my hair as much as I possibly can. But yeah, and I've got messages that have been coming in as I've been recording this. So let me go so I can take care of all this and everything. But I at least want to jump up on here and let you all know I'm still alive. And so yeah, I will talk at you later, okay? I love you guys. If you can, please get over there to that GoFundMe page. Do some donations, okay? or if you don't feel comfortable with that, go up on the blog's website. There is a donation page. I think I might still have it there on the side, or various locations or whatever, for you to be able to click on, do donations through that way as well. WordPress has partnered with Stripe to see about taking care of secure transactions. Okay, and that's been up there pretty much since the inception of the blog. This is more of a thank you, but now it's more of a I need help. So, anywho, yeah, there she is. She's just like, Mommy. I know, she's so precious. She's like, Mommy, I want to get up there in the window. I did put her up in the window, but she jumped back down. So, I'm like, you know what? Figure it out. You're a smart cookie. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, it's like, you know what? You're a smart cookie. You could figure it out. So, anyway, I'm going to go. I love you guys. I'll talk to you all soon.